I'm BT. I'm 19 years old. And I want to make this beautiful world a better place. I guess I should start by saying thank you if you're watching this. I really started this because I want to do my best to try and inspire other people and help out in making this world a better place in the life that I have. So anything I make from these social medias, 10% is going to charity or to a good cause. So for example, if there's an event going on in my home city and homeless people want food or something, it will go to that, or it could go to bigger organizations like an SPCA, or honestly, whatever you guys think the money should go to. I mean, look at this place. This is incredible. I wasn't even going to camp here, but I think I'm going to. Hello again. Ignore that last footage. I think we're gonna decide to set up camp here because it's freaking beautiful. And we already hiked 5 miles today. So I think this is gonna be the spot for tonight. This is my first solo overnight trip, so I don't wanna push it too much. I hope that's okay. So I'm gonna set up my hammock and yeah. Oh, and in case you don't believe me that we did 5 miles, I don't know how much proof this is really gonna give, but oh gosh, please load. And that is miles, not kilometers. Even though we are in Canada, I apologize. So I think I'm gonna try to set it up between these two trees. They're not as far apart as I'd like, but there's not really many better options, so I think this is what we're going to try to work with. I don't really want to damage these, so I think I'm just gonna put it a bit higher, and then if I have to sleep with sticks on my back, so be it. But yeah. Okay, so the two other trees were quite a bit too small, but we have the hammock set up. It is supposed to thunder for a little bit, so I am going to set up a tarp just in case for. So update: the tarp is not as big as I thought it was going to be, to say the least. This is what we're working with. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make a little shelter here. So yeah, if it starts raining, we at least have a dry place to be, I guess. That's really crappy. But what can you do? We've got dollar store bungee cords to help us out. So hopefully I can make something that will keep me safe and dry. It's not my best work, but it'll keep me safe and dry in case it does rain a little bit. So I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna chill. It's about 1 o'clock. So I think I'm gonna go for a little nap, charge my phone, and check in with you guys in a couple hours and let you know if it starts to. Oh, it is raining. Alright, so I guess we're gonna sit here for a while until the rain stops, and I'm gonna take down my hammock and sit where it's dry. So I hope it's okay. I'm just gonna sit here and talk for a minute. Because the rain cleared up, as you can see, which is great. And also, sorry for a few of those last clips. If you couldn't hear me that well, I didn't realize the mic wasn't on, so that was. Oh, there's a bug in my eye. So that wasn't that great. So you may be asking, kind of what's with the bandana, and honestly, it's just for a little bit of my privacy. It's fine if you don't understand that, and if you don't want to watch because of it. I don't know. I have a bit of a silly look to me, I guess. So, but yeah, as I said before, the reason I'm starting this is I really do want to try to inspire people to get out. You know, I'm a young female who gets kind of scared of being in the woods alone, but I think it's important to learn to do things by yourself and overcome those fears, because really you can't grow without doing hard things. And I haven't rucked in a while, so that was really nice actually to be able to get out and ruck. Yeah. Hope you like my sandals, by the way. I don't want to buy freaking new like hiking shoes. 2 pairs. I already bought my pair. Actually, I'll show you guys the shoes that I'm rocking. I also have, it's called a Gregory backpack or a hiking bag. That's what I'm using. I forget which one it is. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. You should have seen it in the other clips, but I find it's okay. I was debating between that one and an Osprey, but that one was on sale. So, I don't know. So I was kind of too lazy to grab both the pairs of shoes, but I am rocking the Keen Zionics. Yep. Trail runner. And I'm rocking a trail runner because, well, I like to run, as you would have saw at the beginning of the video. So I figured 2 birds with 1 stone. With 1 stone, you can hike and you can run. So that was kind of my thought process. And these were on sale as well, so. So just for a bit of background information, I guess. I do work like a 9 to 5, pretty much. I won't say what, but I do have a job that I work most of the time. This is kind of just going to be a side thing, but I hope it reaches people. I hope it reaches the right people, and I hope that in some way it makes your day better. I also want to do this because I don't think I realized until this year or last year how little, sorry, another bug just went into my eye. How little of time you have with your family and your loved ones. I have a golden lab. His name is Max. I will, if I can and know how, show a picture of him here or something on the screen. He's my baby. I love him so much. But, I've had to spend the last year or so away from him and probably another 6 months or so. So it's hard, you know what I mean? And I want to be able to have the opportunity to have a home with all of my family in it and my dog. And, I don't think money buys you happiness, but money can give you time with your loved ones. And that's what makes me happy. So that's okay if this doesn't work out, but those are kind of my reasons. So I'm really into running. I'm not great at it by any means, but I really like to run. I really like lifting weights and trying to get big. Maybe I'm not, but I want to be. Right now, I'm kind of on a cut and I'm just focusing on calisthenics this summer. So in case any of you are interested, it's every day. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I do 2 sets of chin-ups, pull-ups, push-ups, dips. And I do jumping squats, jumping lunges, leg raises, and then I do a run. So whether that's a zone 2 run or sprints or whatever, the day kind of depends. So that's what I'm doing. In the fall, I plan to do a lean bulk and start lifting heavy. Right now, I am about 125 pounds. I can deadlift 250, I think. I don't know. I've never went past 225, but I've done 225 without training. So I know if I trained, I can at least get up to like 275 in a few months, I think. So I'd like to get into powerlifting on that note. I think it's pretty cool. And, I don't want to say be a hybrid athlete because I think that word's just so thrown around. But like, I want to be big, but I want to be fast. You know what I mean? And I want to be able to not be in pain when I move, Very passionate about helping people. I think it's very important to serve your country in one way or another, whether that's joining the military, volunteering, or whatever. I just graduated high school last year, and during that time, I did a lot of volunteering. This isn't my first hiking trip. I've done many of hiking trips. I was in cadets and whatnot before, so I did lots of hiking and whatnot with them. So this is kind of like second nature to me, I guess, but never did it without adult supervision. So that's kind of scary, but it is what it is, I suppose. But yeah, I just think it's important to be a good person. And I think it's very important for me to be honest if I actually want a fan base or whatever this is. If anyone sees this ever, hello, future kids. If I ever have them, this is also why I'm doing this. Document cool things that I'm doing. So, yeah. So I always struggled with reading growing up, but lately I've been forcing myself to read every morning. And I find it's helped me learn a lot, but also learn to enjoy reading. So the book I'm reading right now is Dare to Lead by, I believe her name's pronounced Brené Brown. It's really good so far. I'm only like 30 pages in. Yeah, 32 pages in. But it's really good. It's been really eye-opening so far. It talks a lot about vulnerability and how it's important to be vulnerable, essentially. And I guess this is very vulnerable. So thank you, Brené, for making me be vulnerable and courageous in doing this. Shout out, I guess. But yeah, good book. I do recommend. So I think I'm going to read this in my hammock for a little while, and I will set up a time lapse. You guys can watch nature. And if you don't want to watch, that's okay too. Thank you. Okay, so I am going to try to head down this very steep hill. If I had to guess, I would say it would be at a 70-degree incline, so I'm kind of scared. But sorry, not, yeah, 70 degrees. No, I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Like 150, but down. I can't think right now. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna put my shoes on so I don't die walking down in sandals. And yeah, I'm gonna try to get some water. So if I fall and die, this is on camera. Okay. Yeah, and the reason my phone is like tilting sideways is because it's a Walmart tripod that apparently doesn't work great. So I'm sorry about that. Try to get a new one soon. Today I'm gonna be using the LifeStraw water filter. I got it from Walmart. So if I die from this or from falling down the hill, then yeah, I don't know. Okay, wish me luck. I did it! It's really nice. The pond kind of extends that way and that way. And it's just water and trees. So from my understanding, I just open it like this. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna fill this up. And then, yeah, okay. Oh wow, there's lots of bugs. Right. The water's not very cold either, so that won't be very pleasant, but oh gosh. It just thundered again. Okay. Do you guys have any places that you recommend to go on hiking or camping trips? I'm currently in, I'd say, Eastern Ontario for the summer, so any recommendations would be great. And then I should be hopefully going back to Nova Scotia in the fall, but we'll see, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna sit here fill this up. And yeah, it's about 3:40. So I'm probably gonna have my supper. My supper soon. But until then, I think I'm gonna do some more reading, and I might call my parents. So yeah, just gonna sit here and wait for this to slowly fill up. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm having for supper, my very healthy, delicious supper. And then I'm probably gonna hit the bed after that. It's only 4:30 right now, but I think I'm gonna get up pretty early to watch the sunrise and head back at a decent time. So yeah, I'm gonna go through kind of what I'm eating. So first up, we have trail mix. I hope it focused. Trail mix. Yep. Nut and honey. Yep. And then we have my other bag of goodies. So we've got bananas. We've got pineapple chunks. And then we've got a few Cliff Bars. White macadamia nut is my favorite. White chocolate macadamia nut. Yeah, what bothers me is how it says high in protein, but it's 10 grams of protein for 270 calories. But I love Cliff Bars, so I'm not gonna complain. And then last but not least, we have pure protein bars that are actually high in protein. So yeah, that is my supper. I will check back in right before I head to bed, but yeah, I think that's pretty much gonna be it. It's been thundering quite a bit, so I'm hoping that it doesn't rain, fingers crossed. But the chances of it raining is pretty high. So whatever happens, we'll make it through, I guess. I'll keep you guys updated. Okay, so as you may or may not be able to tell, it is currently raining quite a bit. It's not gonna stop raining, and I didn't prepare for that, so I think I'm gonna have to make the head back. It is quite dark already, so I'm sorry for this first video, but sometimes you have to trust your gut and do what's right for you. So yeah, I am sorry, but I don't have enough things to last the night here, so I'm gonna head back. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry for this chaotic first video. Let's go. Let's go. 3 more miles. Let's go. Oh my God. Thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry that I had to leave. Look at that. Oh wow, but it ain't that bright, I tell you. And it ain't a good thing. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Have a blessed day. Follow my Instagram. I don't know what the handle is yet. Bye.